Dear colleagues, dear friends, dear pancreatologists, the best pancreatologists in the world, welcome to the 56th annual meeting of American Pancreatic Association, your organization, the organization all of us love. We had our first day of meeting, actually second day. Yesterday, we had a great pre-meeting organized by our president, Dr. Melina Ballon. So, as you know, as is traditional in this dinner, which we call awards dinner, we'll give some awards. And but before we start, I like to introduce and welcome our president, Madam President, Dr. Melina Ballon. Melina, please.
Great. Thank you, Dr. Saluja. I don't want to stand in between you and your dinner, and in between the awards, so I will keep this very brief and just wanted to welcome all of you. Thank you for your participation in this meeting and your support over the past year. I had the honor to come to APA for the first time as a fellow. I think Marty Freeman and Greg Bielman, wherever Marty is out there, brought me to the APA in Chicago. Where I met a number of people who are actually here, and I've been to the APA every year since, and so it was really an honor to be able to serve on the board. These past few years and the president for the past year, everyone here has been so supportive, whether I've known you for the past 15 years or some of you just meeting this week. I really appreciate it. And so thank you to my fellow board, to everyone here who is participating and making this such a great scientific meeting. And Dr. Hussein will come on as the president for next year. I know he has great things planned as well. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam President. Well, since we are talking about president, there are many past presidents in this room. Actually, before and afterward, you see that we have a rolling slides with all the past presidents. But I really want to appreciate their contributions because of what they have done over the years. So I would request all the past presidents who are in the room, please stand so we can acknowledge you. Everyone. I'd like to take a moment to offer our thanks, appreciation, and respect to our co-founder, who's father of our organization, Dr. Bill Go. Bill, not only Dr. Go started this organization, started our journal, Pancreas. We have an award in his and his lovely wife, my great friend, late Fresca. Dr. Go has contributed in any and every way to this organization, including he has given more, he has contributed financially more to the organization than anyone else. So I really, deep down from my pancreas, really appreciate, Bill, what you have done. Thank you so much again. One of the things which I am very proud of our board and of our organization, what we do to bring young people to this meeting. Every year, we give almost 50 travel awards to bring young people. The only requirement for that award is that A, you have to submit an abstract, and B, you have to be young. I mean, certainly Dr. Go is not eligible for that award. So, so this year, again, we are very fortunate that we have given many awards. Can we have the slide for the awardees, please? I know it's a fine print intentionally, and you cannot read all, but we have slides for that. So we have so many names. Next slide. So you can see that we have. So all of you who got the award, obviously we cannot bring you to the stage, then, we'll be here all night and I'll be fired from my job. So I like to have my job. So please stand up wherever you are so that we can acknowledge you and can appreciate your confidence. Thank you for being young pancreatologist and your contributions, your abstract, your science, your research. We really appreciate that. So as part of this award, obviously your registration is waived and you also get some money. So those of you who have not collected your checks for cash, please do it tomorrow at the registration desk. And you will have a certificate which will indicate that you got the award and you've been selected. Actually, it's not that easy. So for these 50 awards we give, typically we have 150 applicants. So those of you who really are into this, who really wants to nurture our young people, you can always donate some money so that we can give some more young investigator awards. Our goal is to give everyone who needs it, but we need a little bit more money. So, but I really appreciate doing that. So, and then every year, next slide, please. So for last, I would say 7-8 years, APA board realized that there is really need to bring more young investigator in pancreatic research, particularly the experimental research in pancreatitis. We have very, very few labs in the whole country. There are probably 5-6 groups who are working in pancreatitis, basic pancreatitis. But at the same time, obviously, need is there for clinical research and pancreatic cancer. So we have opened up this awards for all young people. And it comes with significant money. We give 4 awards of $100,000 each. So that is for our size organization, that's the highest amount of money for research grants. If you take the ratio of our membership, our finances versus other or large organization, we are probably 4 or 5 times more in giving research funds than anyone else. So we used to give 3 research grants. Then a few years back, we collaborated with IAP, International Association of Pancreatology, where we decided that we will give 1 award in collaboration with them. We'll pay half, they will pay half, which will go outside North America. So rest of the world, except US and Canada, so we give that award to that. So we will have 1 award every year. So I really appreciate the leadership of IAP sitting here. Please stand up so that we can acknowledge you. Minoti and Vincent, Madam President, and these are the 3. So next slide, please. So here is there are 4 young people out of 40 applicants who were selected for these 4 grants. So you know who you are. We don't have much time. Please come quickly to the stage. Next slide. Samuel Han. Next one. Next. So next. So this is the Abdul Rashid is in collaboration with IFU. So we, all of you got $100,000. So you have to do some excellent research and become pancreatologist. Your institution will get, maybe they already got some money for you to spend for your research. And I like to come have Dr. Vijay Singh, who really did amazing job in chairing the selection committee, reviewing, getting reviewed 40 grants was a lot of work. So Vijay, thank you so much. And I like Dr. Balan, our president, and Vincent, the IAP president. Please come so that we can take a picture for this. As is our tradition, every year we select best abstracts in 3 different categories. And these awards are supported by the foundations which are our partners. I call them our sister organizations, sister societies, for which we have a long-term collaboration. The longest term collaboration with that is with Hirschberg Foundation. Hirschberg Foundation gives 2 awards in basic pancreatic cancer and clinical pancreatic cancer. So this year's awardee are, please come over. You know who you are. Next slide. These 2 young men, please come over. And Dr. Nicholas Shaheen-Tooth from UCLA. He's the chair of board for Hirschberg Foundation. Nicholas, you want to say something?
So on behalf of the foundation and Aggie Hirschberg, we are very proud to give out these 2 awards to the 2 best abstracts, selected for this year's meeting.
Then those were the 2 awards in cancer. The next 2 awards are supported by National Pancreas Foundation, another of our sister organization, and NPF funds awards in basic and clinical pancreatitis research. And this year's the best awards, best abstract submissions and presentations are, next slide, Bhumi Lee and Rachel Hill. Dr. Forsmark, Chris. Dr. Forsmark, who's the immediate past chair of NPF board, is here. So please come.
Thank you. The NPF is just honored to be part of this process and support young investigators in pancreatology, and 2 terrific people here.
Next slide, please. So for about last, I would say almost 10 years, Dr. Kenner, Barbara Kenner, from Kenner Family Foundation, sports 2 awards. Her passion, which is our passion, is to find biomarkers for early detection of pancreatic cancer so that we can make some difference in pancreatic cancer. That's almost the only way we will make difference. And she has dedicated her foundation, her life in that. So the 2 awardees for that are Dr. Lee and Dr. Lester. Please come.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Dr. Lee over there?
Would you like to?
Congratulations to both of you, and I hope that we see you here in the future presenting, like I saw you today, Nicole. So I hope that you continue in this pathway. Just a second, I'm going to put a plug in for the World Pancreatic Cancer Coalition. It is a group that is comprised of over 100 nonprofits globally, and it is National Pancreas Month. And so you're going to see purple everywhere. You're going to see purple buildings everywhere. And just so you understand what's going on, this is a group that is passionate about supporting what you're doing and the research and improving, whether it's early detection or treatment. So thank you for all that you do.
Next slide. Since last year, I think it's because of our president last year, Alia Ochsi, suggested that we need to start a new award, in which after a lot of thought-provoking, we decided very simple as Presidential Award to honor our president, who really, they worked very hard to set up the program, and whole year, I bugged them too much, too many calls at night mostly, sometime midnight. So we decided that we will, every year, we will have a presidential award, which will be the best abstract in the area of president's interest. Like last year, we had best abstract in pediatric research. This year's best abstract is interaction of SNR and islet cell because of the interest over Dr. Bella. So the award winner is Krishna Kumar Samanga. Madam President.
Thank you. It's an honor to continue this tradition and to recognize diabetes research at the APA. So congratulations for your work.
Well, anybody can make a guess that what's next year's presidential award will be? Our next year's president is Dr. Suhail Hussain from Stanford. And it's definitely not going to be in only pediatric research or diabetes research. If I have to venture, it's going to be his passion, AI in pancreas. So am I somewhat correct? Good. Well, with that, I think we're going to have our second course, and then I will be back for more substantial awards. So enjoy your second course for next 10 minutes, and then I'll be back.
Can I have the next slide, please? All right. Good evening, everyone. While you're enjoying your dinner, I want to move this program forward. Last year, we started a new initiative. We decided to rename one of the most important awards of APA after a special person who has successfully transformed the APA and dedicated his whole career to APA. We named it after Dr. Ashok Saluja Distinguished Service Award. And we set up an endowment. I was very happy to announce that we have raised over $450,000 towards the endowment to support this award. We're still shy of $50,000. The bar is still open. If you want to continue to support, please feel free to do so. We appreciate that. Now I'm gonna call Dhiraj, my colleague, a board member, Dhiraj Yadev, come out on stage to introduce our awardees for this year's Saluja Distinguished Service Award. Thank you.
Good evening. Actually, it's going to be the privilege of myself and Aliyah to introduce this year awardees for Ashok Saluja Distinguished Service Award. Next slide. So the two individuals who are being honored today are well known to the group for many, many years for the significant contributions that they have made, not only to the organization, but also to the field of pancreatology, both in terms of original contributions they have made in terms of research, but also other aspects, including mentorship, teaching, and service. So the award for this year goes to two individuals, Dr. Stephen Pandol from Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, Los Angeles, California. Next slide. And to Dr. Chris Forsmark from University of Florida, Gainesville, Florida. So as I mentioned, both Steve and Chris have made so many contributions to the field. And for those contributions they have in service, like for example, both of them have served as president of the APA, and they have also received the Lifetime Achievement Award from the association. But the award for this year that they are receiving is for the exceptional leadership that they have provided to the CPDPC consortium. Most of you are aware that the CPDPC consortium was formed about 10 years ago as a collaborative effort of the NIDDK and NCI. And it is the leadership of Chris and Steve because of which the consortium has really made major advances in the field. The consortium has established 4 very large cohorts of patients that have established a clinical infrastructure, resources, including biorepository, imaging repositories, that's going to shape clinical and translational research in the field for the next 10 to 20 years. The consortium has also established more than 50 ancillary studies. There are 5 ongoing clinical trials, more than 50 original publications, and more than 10 grants that the investigators have received. And now I'm going to pass it on to Aliyah to make additional comments.
Thank you, Dhiraj. I think I'm going to pass some of the slides that's, okay. So I think Dhiraj talked a lot about what CPDPC was. It is our great honor to present this award to Steve and Chris. So this was really an inspiration to just really put all of us together. I don't know what they were thinking. This was the adults and the pediatrics and the diabetes and cancer all together. It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity in cancer pancreas research that the NIH, NIDDK, and NCI got together. So you would think that when you put everything together, there would be a lot of conflicts and fights, but I think it was the steady leadership from Chris and Steve that we got, that we just got this harmonious consortium that we were able to have. It is just a quote that we would hear if for those of you who attended the CPDPC meetings. I would just try to say, I'm sorry, I'm not a Spanish-speaking person, but this is really what we have. Caminante no camino se hace camino al andar, which means you make your own path as you go forward. I think this is what the consortium has done, and this is Steve and Chris at the helm. So I would just say what Ashok just said a minute ago. Thank you from the bottom of our pancreas. You provided the leadership and direction for us. You kept us focused, united, and productive. I don't think if other co-chairs would have done what you have done for us. Your commitment has got us here. We're stronger and more connected because of you. And I tried to just so this is Chris and Steve at the driver's seat. Just got us through this this really treacherous road of the pancreas and pancreas research, and hopefully there's hope and sunny days in the horizon. And I'm gonna finish it by just saying, if you're working on something that you really, really care about, you don't have to be pushed. The vision pulls you. So this is, again, not my words, but Steve Jobs. And we were reminded by Jose Serrano all the time. So please come and accept your award.
Chris, Steve, I want to invite Ashok and Melina come to stage as well to give this award to these two distinguished service awardees. Thank you. Alrighty. Ashok salutes the Distinguished Service Award presented to Steve Pandel, MD, in recognition of your extraordinary contribution to the field of pancreatology and invaluable service to the APA. Congratulations. Sorry, we'll give it to you too early. Ashok salutes the Distinguished Service Award presented to Christopher Fossmark, MD, in recognition of your extraordinary contribution to the field of pancreatology and invaluable service to the APA. Congratulations, Chris.
Congratulations, Dr. Forsmark, Dr. Pandol, congratulations again for a very well-deserved award. Before we go to the next award, which is our most important award for last 25 years, I want to acknowledge the people who travel from all over the world to come to this meeting. We have a big contingent of many pancreatology colleagues from China. So I like to acknowledge all the people, all more than 50 people who here from China and who come year after year. For last many years, they've been partners. Chinese Association of Pancreatology is a sister society, just like Japan Pancreas Society. So I like the leader of CAP, Dr. Wenming Wu. Wenming, please stand. Actually, unlike all our Chinese colleagues who travel from China, please stand up so that we can acknowledge. Everyone from China. Thank you. Thank you for coming. And of course, our sister society, Japan Pancreas Society. Professor Shou is here from there, please. And JPS President, Dr. Masamune is here, but I think he's missing in action. He's probably so jet lagged that he really needs to take a nap. I don't blame him. It's a long, long way. And I think we have few other people from Japan. Please stand up so that we can acknowledge. Thank you. I know we have people from Europe, and I know there are at least 2-3 people from my motherland, India. So please stand up if you are from outside North America so that we can recognize you. Please. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's move on to our most significant part of our award ceremony, today's award. That is, we give Wei Liang, other AKA Bill, and Fresca Go Lifetime Achievement Award. This year's winner is, next slide, please, is Dr. Anil Rastagi from Columbia University, Cancer Center Director, our past president, a great friend of pancreas community, and of course, I'm honored to call him my friend. So that is in appreciation of his distinguished career in pancreatology. I invite Dr. Lee Min to introduce and present this award to Dr. Rastagi. Min?
All right. Thank you, Jacques. Good evening again, everyone. As we come to the end of this beautiful evening and this wonderful award ceremony, we always save the best for last. Now it is time to present the Williango and Frisco Award for Lifetime Achievement, the highest honor and the most prestigious award that ever given by APA. Named in honor of Bill and Frisca, longtime founder of APA and longtime support for APA, who have dedicated their life and career to this society. And this award celebrates the lifelong contributions to individuals who have significantly advanced the field of pancreatology through groundbreaking research, dedicated education, and compassionate clinical practice and mentorship. So those are the individuals who have their vision and leadership has shaped this field and laid the foundation for modern pancreas research, who have built the vibrant global oncology, global community that we share today. So now it's my distinct honor and privilege to introduce this year's APA Lifetime Achievement Award to Anil Rastagi, the director of the Comprehensive Cancer Center at Columbia. Anil is a true leader and a giant in the field of GI and pancreatic cancer. His signature discoveries as a physician scientist has defined the biology of GI and pancreatic cancer. He's a visionary leader in GI oncology. I'll just give you a few examples. He's the director of the Columbia Cancer Center. He has published over 400 peer-reviewed publications in GI and pancreatic oncology. He has his pioneer contribution to tumor initiation, microenvironment, and metastasis has reshaped the field. And he's well recognized for bridging basic discovery to clinical translation. He has made a seminal contribution to many scientific areas, including but not limited to P120 catenin as tumor suppressor genes. He's demonstrated the significant role of cyclin D1. He has developed an advanced 3D organoid system and genetic engineering mouse model. He has paved the way for new therapeutic insights and translational advance. He holds multiple leadership roles and is a great mentor. Just give you a few examples. He was the president, current president of AAP, past president of AGA, past president of APA. He was the editor-in-chief of Gastroenterology 20 years ago. And I don't want to go through again and again. He was elected member of the National Academy of Medicine, the highest honor we can give to the a medical doctor and physician scientist. He received multiple honors, including today's Gold Lifetime Achievement Award. He was awarded the AGA Lifetime Achievement Award, William Beaumont Prize in Gastroenterology. He received Lifetime Achievement Award for American Association for Indian Science in Cancer Research. And the person beyond the scientist, he's a nice human being with a great heart. He was born in New Haven, Connecticut. He spent his childhood in Delhi, India. He went to Happy School. This is the name of his school. I didn't make this up. I was able to pull this from the website. He went to the Happy School. I was very fascinated by the opening statement. To grow physically, mentally, emotionally, and intelligently, the child must essentially be happy. That's why you see Anil all the time, he's smiling and happy. And Anil's late father, world-leading authority in physics professor, and his mom has been always supporting. They have been heavily influential in his whole career. So a typical conversation between father and son in his family goes like this. So what would you like to do when you grow up? And he was like, the father's like, okay, you are going to medical school, end of story. You will like what you do. Don't just do what you like. And he said, okay, thank you, I agree. So this is not the way we talk to our children and nowadays. We'll get in trouble if we do that. But it's very, very common in the traditional Indian and Chinese culture. You do what your parents tell you to do. And they made the right decision. We may have lost a great physics professor, but we got a great physician scientist. And he's a family man. And Neil is the proud husband of Poonam and Sehgal, MD, who is also herself is a world-famous anesthesiologist. He's the loving father of two beautiful kids, Nayan and Sabrina, who are in pursuing their postgraduate program degree as well. This is a family enriched in education and training as well. So why do we talk about him all the time without talking about APA? So Anil has contributed significantly to APA. He was our president in 2020. I don't have a picture that he's standing on the stage because that's the COVID year and we didn't have an in-person meeting. But Anil has his leadership and his mentorship has really played a major role in the development of APA and the pancreas community. 2 years ago, we had the first APA leadership retreat in UCLA with the great help of Go Family and Hertzberg Foundation and Joe Hines. Anil brought his lovely wife, came into the retreat and gave us a great suggestion of how do we, going forward, build upon the excellence of history from APA. So we really want to thank Anil for his great contributions. And ladies and gentlemen, please join me to congratulate Dr. Neil Rosticki for this year's Lifetime Achievement Award. Neil, I want to invite Ashok and Melina come to stage.
I also like to invite Dr. Go or Junior Dr. Go, whoever likes to come, or both, or everyone from Go family, please come join.
Right, as they're coming up here, I'll read this off. The Wei Liang and Friska Go Lifetime Achievement Award presented to Neil Rosticki in recognition of your extraordinary contributions to the field of pancreatology and invaluable service to the APA APA Annual Meeting, November 2025. Congratulations.
Well, I'm overwhelmed, and thank you, Min, for those overly generous remarks. And, you're such a great scientist and leader, so it's a personal honor to be getting those remarks. I hope the remarks are not exhausted because some of them have to be saved for my funeral, I think. But now I have a premonition of what my funeral may be like. But first and foremost, let me convey a common sentiment in this group and in this society, and that's really eternal gratitude and appreciation to Dr. Go for his influence and impact on the field of pancreatology for decades at the NIH, the Mayo Clinic, and UCLA in particular, and to the Go family for their magnanimous spirit and their selfless contributions to the APA and well beyond. Secondly, a profound gratitude and appreciation to the APA, Dr. Saluja, who's just been catalytic in its growth and expansion, President Bellin, and the entire AGA board. Really sincere thanks and appreciation. And I think the meeting is, it's special for me, but I think it's special for all of you and those others who have attended through the years, and that it's not too big a meeting, it's not too small a meeting. And I get invigorated every year by learning. And I feel more like a student than as a teacher at this meeting. And as if past meetings were not eminent enough, it seems like each year the quality of the work has reached a preeminent stage. And really congratulations to all the speakers and throughout this meeting, and undoubtedly in future meetings. It's a very special meeting. And for me, personally, it's probably the best meeting of the year because of its intimacy and really the spawning of collaborations and in particular friendships and colleagues as a result. Third, I'm not here alone. I really represent a team of individual scientists and clinicians and staff and trainees through the years who've taught me more than I've taught them. And a few of them are here in attendance, and I'm indebted to them. I'm indebted to past people in our lab and clinical efforts. And I really represent them rather than represent myself as an individual. And finally, I thank my wife and children who are unable to be here. I'm sure it's true for all of you. Their patience with me has been instrumental, and their support has been treasured. And I think back to my journey. Perhaps it's illustrative of for many of you in that I'm the son of immigrants who came to the United States against all odds and really succeeded, not really for themselves, but for the family, the extended family, and to build a community. And, I'll probably go back to my room tonight and celebrate with them, at least in memory. And to give you an anecdote of what my father was like, he would sit me down and when I was an early teenager and drill me with mathematics and science, and inevitably I'd get things wrong, and he would say, "Slap yourself." And so I'd slap myself, and then he said, "Well, it's not hard enough. You slap yourself harder." And I'd slap myself harder. And then he said, "Do you want me to slap you?" And I'd slap myself even harder. But that was a wake-up call to me to value education, and I'm really indebted to the memory of my parents. And I'll conclude that in spite of the chaotic and turbulent times we live in, and especially for those of you who are new or relatively new in the field of pancreatology, from science to clinical care, there's a cyclical nature to challenges, but there's also a cyclical nature to solutions. And history instructs us that solutions will always overcome the challenges. So I would say to all of you who are starting in the field and related fields that, follow your passion, live out your aspiration dreams. Our patients need it and our patients demand it. So with that in mind, thank you again for this a huge honor, one that I will treasure with my family. Thank you again.
Congratulations again, Dr. Rastigi. Well, it's a National Pancreatic Cancer Month, Awareness Month. So your presence tonight and during APA annual meeting contributes to the education, awareness, and our mission to find a cure for pancreatic cancer, and if I may add, the other pancreatic diseases, pancreatitis, diabetes. So thank you so much for attending. I know you are waiting for dinner, me too, but we have a very nice dinner, but please bear with me for just a couple more minutes. I would not say the next thing is an award. It's not. It's really token of our appreciation. Next slide, please. We want to honor the contributions of our president, Melina Ballon. Melina, which I call Madam President, really I've been working with, by now, maybe about 20 presidents, maybe more, and all of them has done amazing job. But Melina, I had a very busy year for traveling and family things, and otherwise, you took all the load from me. I think I really appreciate that you almost became Secretary Treasurer of APA in addition to being the president. So thank you so much. On behalf of the board, we would like to honor you.
Just before I read it off, there are three words that come to mind when I've worked with Melina over this last year and the previous years on the board. It's industriousness, I think we'll all agree, kindness, and as a result, her exemplary behavior. So thank you, Melina. And the awards or the recognition states American Pancreatic Association presented to Melina D. Bellin, MD, President, in recognition of your exemplary leadership of APA 2025 annual meeting, November 12th to 15th.
Before we conclude this part of the ceremony, I really want to thank our management team from Affinity, particularly Denise and her three colleagues who are here. Denise and Liz, where are you? Please, thank you so much. Thank you for your help. And lastly, and really, really, really lastly, I want to thank all of you. I have emceed this program, I would say maybe about 17, 18 years since we started this dinner. Since when I became secretary treasurer in end of 2006, we started this tradition of awards dinner. And before that, our meeting was short and we didn't have it. But I have never seen better audience than what we had. So thank you to all of you. Thank you so much. Well, enjoy the rest of the evening. Please bring the dinner for everyone now. They deserve it. Thank you.